Hey y'all, I'm Carol Corey, your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Welcome back to my Creating Corner. I'm so glad you're joining me again. If this is your first time, click subscribe and you can easily find me again. Well, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year, Happy finally made my haircut appointment date. And especially, it's Paper Pumpkin Day. Happy Paper Pumpkin Day. Today we're doing Notes from the Heart, the December 2024 Paper Pumpkin box. Your everything but the scissors included. Box of fun. And you can get these, you can pre-order these 1 month, 3 months, 6 months. If you pre-order a 12-month supply, then it's like you're getting 1 month free because you get that little discount each time. And also, kind of related, but saving money, getting your best value. Starting January 7th is a wonderful Join Stampin' Up! Deal. You can choose which family of markers you want and you get a special stamp set for free. And that's in addition to the $125 worth of product for only $99 and free shipping. So anyways, I'm excited. It's Paper Pumpkin time. This is going to get me away from my Christmas cards a minute and give me a break. So let's see what's in this box. Let's get down to the creating table. Hang on. Let's get into this little box of happy. Got my paper snips here to get this box open. The December 2024 Notes from the Heart Paper Pumpkin. What do we have? What do we have? And as always, you know, I'm going to take a look at what we have in the box and see what else we can do with it. Okay. Okay, so it comes with a Blackberry Bliss Stampin' Spot. Now also, if it's the first box you've ever gotten, it will also come with a little acrylic block like this to mount your stamps on. But yeah, so you always get your ink. And let's see, this is lots of love, best of luck, happy birthday. Well, I like the bee. I like the bees. Just a note. Looks kind of like a music note the way it curls right there. Thank you, congrats, hello, and get well soon. Wow, you can use this set for just about any occasion. Seriously, this is great. If you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, then you are able to buy past kits as they are available. If you didn't subscribe yet to get this one, you might want to be a subscriber so you can go ahead and get this set. These are great sentiments, perfect sizes, love them. Okay. I'll have the information for joining the Paper Pumpkin family down below in the description box. And lovely tissue paper. Here we go. Oh, how pretty! Look at it, it's all scalloped. Oh, that's so pretty. And look at the pretty envelopes. Oh, okay, so we'll be making 9 cards. This kit will make 9 cards, following the directions as given, and 3 different designs. I send an inordinate amount of cards. I'm in a social club, well, it's a community service organization, and I'm on the social committee. So there's always birthdays and get-wells and congratulations to send. Okay, so here we have, oh, can you see how glittery these are? Oh my word, look at that. They are so pretty. And here are the envelopes. Okay, I thought the envelopes had a design on the front. We will take a look at that later. So there are the envelopes. Here are the card bases. Oh, they're scallop-shaped card bases. That's exciting. That is exciting. So we should have 9 of those. And here for our sentiments. Ooh, with the golden foil embossing. Loverly. Oh, how pretty are these die cuts. Oh, look at the blackberries. Oh, those are so pretty. Okay, so we've got 3 of these. Oh, and I bet this is what they put on the front of the envelope to write your addresses on. We could do something with these, with something else. You see, oh, it's sticky on the back. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Yep, that's to decorate your envelope up. So we've got 3 sheets of 3, so there's 9 of those. Vellum! Vellum and gold foil are 2 things that I cannot resist. Oh, I love the look of vellum on a card. And these vellum fronds are just beautiful. So we've got 3 sheets of those. Cardboard, great for other kinds of crafting. Now this is really cool. This is, it makes a little pocket to put your stamp set down in. Put a little strip of tear and tape or the the glue runner, and it makes a little pocket. So however you save your stamps, you have your black lines there to look at. Okay, and I do have my Merry Tags and More, which is the coordinating add-on dies that coordinated with October and November's Paper Pumpkin Kit, as well as this month's Paper Pumpkin Kit. Now, in order to do the kit as the directions, you do not need these dies. But if you want to go rogue, and you know I'm going to go rogue, then you can use these dies, and that will help you make something else pretty. Okay, let me get that back in there, put those aside, and here are the directions. There is a QR code here that you can scan, so you can watch some video directions to assemble the kit. And of course, you can just watch my channel, because I will put one of each of the designs together before we take off and have fun doing our own thing. And then it shows you everything that should come in the kit. And did I point out that it also came with some tear and tape? Okay, and it also tells you your coordinating colors. Blackberry Bliss, which they send you the Stampin' Spot. Daffodil Delight, Flirty Flamingo, I love that pink. Mossy Meadow, Old Olive, Pecan Pie, Pretty in Pink, which is really a pretty pink, y'all. Very Vanilla, and Gold. So when we go off and do our own thing, I'll probably be using one of these other colors. And as I put the kit together, I am going to use my full-size Blackberry Bliss pad. I happen to have it here on my creating table, so I will use it and keep the other one sealed for a little package insert. Okay, and then the directions. These directions could not be easier to follow. They're pictorial, very specific, and very detailed for card design 1, card design 2, and card design 3. So let me clean this up and get things ready, and we are going to get started on our Paper Pumpkin Kit. Notes from the heart. Okay, card number 1. This is going to be super quick and super simple. We've got, let me move this up a little bit. Okie dokie. So, we have a card base here. Now, totally optional, but I like to use them, is my bone folder. Kind of worn it out a little bit there. It used to say Stampin' Up. I do have my trusty tweezers, my paper snips just in case. I know I needed them to get into the box. And I do like to use my take your pick tool. So anyways, totally optional, but if you have them, they make life so much simpler. So this first card is a happy birthday card. I've got my happy birthday mounted. I'm going to go ahead and stamp it on this oval. Isn't that a pretty shape? I like that. A nice softened rectangle. Okay. Whoops. I love these photopolymer stamps. You can tell so easily if you've got them completely inked up. So let's just put a little happy birthday there. Okay, put that out of my way so I don't get my hand in it. And we want our pretty rose here. Now you'll see there is some little, there we go. You can kind of punch it out so it has a little bit of depth to it. There we are. And we're going to take a vellum sheet. The paper slides on this glass mat. I love the glass mat, but for filming, see all the reflection you get? Not too easy for filming. Anyways, let's get back to the card. So we've got the vellum spray, we've got the rose spray or peony, whatever that is. We're going to put, now we want to layer these up, okay? And we want them to kind of be to the side of the flower, like so. So we're just going to kind of layer them like that. And we're going to have the stem down in between the two pieces of vellum. Lay it down. And, oops, and here's the tear and tape that came with the Paper Pumpkin kit. Hardest part of tear and tape is finding where the end is. There we go. Just kind of rub your fingernail on there. And we're just going to put two nice long strips across the back to hold this vellum in place. Okay, there we go. In this little envelope with the gems, I don't think I pointed out that it also comes with some dimensionals. So, let's go ahead and on the back of our sentiment, we're going to pop 3 dimensionals. Get our card base down here. Now the tear and tape, you know, we just got to pull off that waxy back. Put it in the middle there. Okay. Goes across the bottom, a little off center according to the directions. Now we want 3 of these little gems. I'm going to use on the end, one end is a point and it's got a spatula thing on the back. This is great if you put down something in the wrong place. That goes right under your adhesive and lifts it right up, especially with your dimensionals. No damage. But the other end is this sticky putty, and it's great for these little gems and all, because you know sometimes you try to get them off with your finger and then it gets stuck under your fingernail, or you try to use your tweezers and you shoot it across the room. But with this Take-A-Pick tool, it just, you just push against it, takes it right off the cellophane, what is this called? That clear sheet that they're stuck to, and you know, and holds it there. So we're going to put one right there, and we're going to grab another one, and it's going to come down a little lower, like right there. And then we're going to put a bigger one. These are different sizes. We have 2 different sizes. This is slightly larger than that one, and we're going to put this one down here. And there we are done with this card. Is that not just lovely? That really is pretty, and these just add to it. Now we're just going to grab our envelope. Put all these things there so I don't lose them. Okay, so we're going to grab our envelope, and don't forget we have these stickers. Just pull it off and adhere it on the front, and there we have our coordinating envelope with our beautiful birthday card. That could not have been simpler. I love it. Okay, let me put this away and we'll get started on card number 2. Card number 2 on deck. This card uses the fern. That is so pretty. Let me give the card base a good crease with my bone folder. Okay, so this one is using the fern and a piece of vellum, and we're going to line them up like so. Okay, I think maybe this direction. Yeah, we'll line them up like that. Let me turn them over and put some tear and tape. You know, I hate hiding all that gorgeous vellum, this. Okay. Take some tearing tape and put a strip across here to hold it down, and a strip here across the bottom. You know, if I wasn't following the directions as given, I literally would cut this vellum. I might do that on my next card if it's going to be hidden so much. There we go. Okay, now this says to stamp it with just a note. I really need a get well card. So in the set, we have the stamp that says get well soon. I'm going to use that stamp instead of just a note. Get well soon. Great thing about circles, it can't be crooked. You just turn your circle. Okay, let me put that aside. Close that. And we're almost done. Okay. A couple of dimensionals. So pretty. So pretty. And now grab my putty. Take your pick tool. Put the putty on it. And we're going to put one there. And one here. And another one down there. How pretty! Oh, I love it! Okay, let me get the envelope done. And there you have it. How lovely! Let me clear this up. I can't wait to see what card number 3 is going to look like. It's going to be so quick and easy. I'll be right back. Okay, card number 3 with the beautiful blackberries. Bringing a bit of summertime into the darkness of winter. This also has a little something there to poke out to give it a little interest. Now this card says to do it with congrats, which is always wonderful to have a congratulations card on hand. What I do want though is a thank you card. So in our stamp set, it does come with a thank you. I'm going to use the thank you instead of the congrats. I've got a few congratulations cards. Even though I'm following the directions as written, it's okay to do a different sentiment if you need. They give you so many, you may as well use the one you really need, right? Okay, there we go. There's this, those aside. And once again, we are going to layer up our vellum. I just hate wasting so much of it behind. Okay, my next card. The next card we do together, we're cutting that vellum. Yes, we are. We are going to cut that vellum. Okay. So we want it to look like that. Let me turn it over. There we go. That is so pretty. Oh, I think that is just lovely. Ah, you know, these cards are so beautiful, and they were so easy and quick. This is a kit that you might just want to follow the directions on. I tell you, Stampin' Up! Or Paper Pumpkin has really been knocking it out of the park with their cards in the Paper Pumpkin kits. But these are just beautiful. But sometimes you're giving cards to people that know each other and you don't want them to be exactly the same. So how about we have some fun and use some materials and do something different? Hang on, I've got some ideas. Okay, first up on what we're going to do, I'm going to use the Fern spray and the vellum. I'm sure you probably have a Stampin' trimmer. If you don't have a paper trimmer, this is a great one to get. It actually has this arm that'll open up to 17 inches, and your markings are so clearly written. You've got a scoring blade and a cutting blade, and you can cut, you know, like about 1.25 inches to this side, to the left of the cutting track. Anyway, so I took my Stampin' trimmer and a card base, and I scored it at 2 1/8. Now your basic card bases are 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, and then scored at 4 1/4. Half of 4 1/4 is 2 1/8, so I scored it at 2 1/8. Now this is great. You can build your card on this, but if you want it a little less frou-frou, basic white cardstock is really easy to find. Our basic white cardstock in Stampin' Up, I'll have the information below. It's a fabulous paper. But I took some basic white cardstock, 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. I scored it at 4 1/4, then I scored it again at 2 1/8. If you don't want if you want something a little less frou-frou, you know, you can, or if you've already used up your card bases and you happen to, and you found that fern that you dropped on the floor, you know. So this is a little bit less I don't know, fancy. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take, oh golly, where's my Mossy Meadow die? Let me go find some Mossy Meadow die. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. We're going to make this a happy birthday card. Let me find my happy birthday. There it is, but I didn't wash it off yet. So if you need some quick, slightly less flourishy cards, this is a great, it'll end up being like a step card. Okay, so I'm going to take my happy birthday, and again, this is if you've used up your sentiments, this is what you can do with the stamp set that's left over. Of course, you can always put it on one of your die cuts, but you don't have to. So I'm going to take this happy birthday, ink it up with my Mossy Meadow, and oopsie, got it in the corner there. And I'm just going to stamp it up here in the corner. Let it drink that in. There we go. Now remember I said before I didn't like how so much of the vellum was hidden. I'm going to take my paper snips. These paper snips, if you need some small scissors, these are fantastic. Can you see how tiny that point is, and how they're just so sharp, and they're just so tiny, and they're fabulous. They're kind of like, I'm sure I could use these in place of stork scissors if you need to know the truth. Okay, so I'm going to take these and I'm going to cut my vellum apart. Okay, so here we go. Kind of cutting them where they're joined together. Okay. You can cut the materials if you want to. Now I'm going to see how I want it. I'm going to build it here before I make anything permanent. Now you want to make sure that you're not having your any of your elements go past any of the edges. That would not be good. Okay. I think that is where I want everything. You know what? I'm going to emboss this. Just a minute. Okay, I think this is going to look really cool. So I've got my Evergreen Forest 3D embossing folder. I only want the bottom edge to be embossed. Right? I only want this part embossed. So I'm going to slide it in my folder, and I'm going to try to make sure that I don't have too much going up past that crease. Okay, now I'm going to take a scrap piece of cardstock, and I'm going to put this down here right against the crease. Now that should keep, actually I need to put it on the back side to the crease, and that should keep it from embossing through, or at least embossing through too much, being that it's a 3D folder. Okay, let's see if I can't get this through the embossing machine. Hang on. Okay, well that looks good. It did emboss lightly past the edge, but that's okay. It just kind of helps it all flow in together, makes the design congruent. So let's go ahead and put these back on here. Just adds a nice little texture there. Of course, when it was not textured, that was fine too. So let's see how I want these arranged. And like that. And okay, this one is not showing. So we want that one there. I want this one here. This one here. Get back here. Okay, now let me grab my tear and tape. I'm going to put that there to make sure it stays down and doesn't pop up. Ooh, I think I'm going to like this one. I do think I'm going to like this one. This tear and tape is so easy to use. Literally, you just tear off what you want. Now I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of my fern, and keep in mind you're not going to put it on the whole thing. I'm just going to put it on this lower part right here. Okay. I am not going to pull this protective strips off, because if I did, it would make it sticky. I want this to be raised, and when it goes into the envelope, it would push it down against the sticky stuff. So I'm good I'm going to put one more like right about here. So I am good with just having the tearing tape to glue my vellum down. Oh, isn't that nice? Oh, I like that. Let me see if I've got some little somethings to put on there. I will look for something later if I wanted a little bit of shiny something. Yes, I can use these, but we were trying to keep it a little less flashy. Okay, well, what do you think of that? Happy birthday, and then it will stand up like so. I think that is really, really cool. And then, of course, you've got plenty of room to write or stamp whatever you want on the inside. Yay! Well, I've got a great idea. I know you're wondering what I'm going to be doing with this card base, the one that came in the kit that I already folded back. I'll show you. I'll be right back. Okay, an easy way to change up a card is move some of your elements around or change your card fold, such as with this one. Since I embossed the bottom down here, I don't think I would actually put gems on it, but the opaque faceted gems, the browns, would pick up the wood in there, or these speckled dots. Either of those would go great, especially if I did not emboss it. Then putting a couple little embellishments right there on the blank space would be beautiful, or you could go ahead and stamp something there. But using a different card fold, we have this one. Instead of doing it like this, I'm going to do it like this. I like cards that kind of like a Z fold, but this will be cute. So I'm going to do pretty much what the design was with my pink flower and the vellum, but I think it'll really, really pop off of Blackberry Bliss paper. So I've got these scallop contour dies. Of course, you could just cut a regular square, 5 1/4 by 4 inches, you know, just a regular rectangle. But look at these awesome scallop contour dies. I love that piece. That's great for like cutting a little edge. Anyways, so I used the largest die to cut a panel. Oh, maybe I didn't cut it yet. Let me go cut this panel. Okay, so I have used the largest of the scallop contour dies to cut a panel out of the Blackberry Bliss. And I'm just going to poke the little openings out there. Not a big deal. Okay, there we go. Clean this up. Alrighty, this is, whoopsie, still a mess. This is such a simple thing to do. You just have your regular 5 1/2 by 8 1/2 piece of cardstock, scored at 4 1/4, and then score one side at 2 1/8, and then you have a special little fold. Now you can put like a little square on there, which I might do with the Mary Tag and More. But this, see, and since it's folded back, you don't see that that side is straight. It all looks scallopy. So this I'm going to attach right there on the middle, and that looks so pretty, and then it's going to open like so. Okay, so I'm just going to put a couple little pieces of tear and tape. 1, 2, 3 scallops. I'm not going to go any further than that third scallop with my tear and tape. There we go. Oopsie. Put that down. There we go. Okay. Oh, a little crooked. Let me fix that. I need to stand up. There we go. Now, look how that flower just pops. And once again, I'm going to cut these apart. And I want one like this. Let's see. Maybe like that. And the other a little higher up, like that. Tell you what, if all that's going to be hidden, I'm going to cut that loose and use that to poke out somewhere. There, 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 and that across the middle. Oh, look how nicely the vellum now fleshes out around the flower. Okay, so I'm gonna put this here to hold that way. Ah! Okay. Some tear and tape. And make sure that it's still in the right spots. Yepper. A little bit, that's okay. Okay, that down, and that there. Okay. Across those little leaves. Those will be hidden. Okay. Let's put this down flat. Oh, that just pops. Oh, that is so pretty. Okay, now, do we want happy birthday? How about lots of love? We haven't used lots of love yet. So let's go ahead and grab this one. Because of course, lots of love, you can always put happy birthday on the inside, right? Lots of love. Let's get the straight bar. I'm going to put the straight bar or an oval. Let's put the straight bar. Okay, where's my Blackberry Bliss? I think that is so cool. So cool, so cool. And my dimensionals, I didn't put them away. What did I do with them? Here they are. I need to always put my things back in my little tray so I can find them when I'm ready for them. Oh, how pretty. Lots of love. And then a birthday sentiment right there. I could put happy birthday, or I could just leave plenty of room to write. Oh, isn't that pretty? And so this way, it's like scalloped all the way around. Oh, I love it. I love it. Well, yes, we have another one to do. Let's not sit here and look at these too long. Let's make another one. Okay, as I said, basic white cardstock is easy to come across. So normally it's 8.5 by 11. So I have trimmed off just a wee bit from the length, and I made it 10 7/8, and then it's 5.5 inches wide. Now I need to score it. And of course I've got my scoring blade here. I'm going to score it at 7 1/4. And at 3 3/4. Oops, I almost cut it. That would not have been good. Now what I did is I measured up. Let me get this moved aside for a moment. Okay, then you're going to want to measure up to about 2.5 on one of the short ends. Okay, so it's at 2.5. Now I'm going to take this dot marking the 2.5, and I'm going to, this is what's so great about having such a long cutting base. I'm going to put one end up here in the cutting track and the dot for the 2.5 in the cutting track down here. Now you don't ever want to push in on the point, because then you'll smash your point. So come down a little bit and just cut it. There we go. Now let's see what we can do here. We can fold it like that, and look at how cool that looks, or we can do it that direction, and that looks pretty cool too. So let's go back this way. Ooh, I was off just a tad bit. Okay, I'm going to cut that to make it even. There we go. Now, I'm going to take, let's do this with the blackberries, and I need to poke out the little piece right there. Look how pretty that's going to be. And where is my vellum? Got some vellum here. Okay. Oh, so pretty. Look how pretty that is. Oh, I love it. Okay. So, you want everything fitting. Okay, does that look good? You know what we could do? I have this circle of mercury paper cut here, or of the vellum. Oh, that's gorgeous. Do we want to do that? Let me think. No, let's just keep it the plain paper. Not everybody would have this around. I can do another card with that. Okay, so I like the vellum like that. That's going to fit in the envelope. And turn it over carefully. And just like we did earlier, we're just going to, with the original cards, just going to put some tear and tape across the back there to hold it. And some up a little bit higher. Give it some support and hold it. Okay. Let me put a little more across the bottom here. Isn't that a fun fold? Ah, there we go. I love fun folds. And just doing a different kind of fold is actually such a cool way to really up your designs. Okay, now There we go. Got a little bit of that tearing tape stuck up there. Let's get that out of the way. Get down here out of the way. We don't need you up there. There we go. Went a little high with it. That's okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take my scissors, my little paper snips. I'm going to trim that off. There we go. Little surgical procedure there. Oh, yes! Yes, yes! Now, what should we do? Should we do happy birthday or get well? Let's see. Where are my stamps? Okay, I'm going to put that little hello up here in the corner. I think that's going to be so cute. So cute. So I'm going to hold my card shut. So I know exactly where to stamp. There we go. Probably should have held my card. Oh, isn't that cute? Okay, let's use some of these little gems. Dim little gemmies, which I forgot to use on my other card, but that's okay. I thought it looked great the way it did, I guess. Okay. So, oh, I think that's cute. How simple and easy, but yet pretty. We're going to put that one here. And we'll put another one here. And why don't we put another one up here? Oops. Oh, I like that. I love it. How cute. Plenty of room to write if you want to. Oh, I like that so much. Oh, I hope you like. If you like my cards, please give me a thumbs up or leave a comment. And don't forget to click subscribe so you can come back. Let's make a tag. Shall we make a tag together? Yes, be right back. Okay, sometimes you just need a little gift tag. So the coordinating die set that was available with this month's Paper Pumpkin, as well as November and October, it coordinated with all three, is called Merry Tags and More. And it does have, stuck there, the word Merry to cut out, but it also comes with this tag frame and the frond. So I used the frond and the tag frame. What I did, on one of my leftover vellum sheets, there was room to cut a vellum frond. So that's what I did. And I also used this to cut a Mossy Meadow and an old olive tag. So I'm just going to take this, I like that shape very much. So I'm going to take that, and in Mossy Meadow I'm going to stamp Happy Birthday on it, because we all sometimes need a tag for a little birthday present, and this is a cute one. So we'll just stamp Happy Birthday in the middle in Mossy Meadow. And I wanted a light color, so I used Petal Pink. Of course, you could do a white tag. That'd be fine too. But if you have something, use it. Okay, now this is the only part that's going to be a little on the finagly side. Okay, so what I have my Stampin' Up! Mini glue dots. And I'm going to add a couple little mini glue dots behind this vellum piece here. Okay, we're just going to put it on the Mossy Meadow. And then we're going to layer this vellum fern on top of it, like so. And then we're going to layer the old olive fern on top of the vellum, and it should look rather graceful. Aren't these pretty with all that detail on there? I think that's a really nice die cut, or die to cut. There we go. All right. Oops. Now, put this in the middle, and we're going to put this happy birthday across the bottom. Let's get tear and tape. And our fourth project is almost done. If I can get the backing off of the tear and tape. There we go. And there we go. Now, so let's put that one right about there. Okay. Throw some dimensionals on the back of my sentiment. That right across there. And just cut, I don't know what, about 6 inches. We'll cut about 6 inches of, this is the Pecan Pie ribbon. It's so pretty. It's got that center strip of pecan pie through it. But we're going to just feed that through here. And bring this up, and there we are done. You know, I love shredded ribbon. I really do. Should we shred it? Let's shred it. I love it. I love to shred just a little bit. Let's just get a little bit of it shredded. So I'm going to cut the very edges off of the ribbon, just about 1 inch or so. That's the ribbon binding. We want that cut off. So I'm going to cut down about 1 inch maybe. And I'm just going to pull these threads loose. I love shredding ribbon like that. Just pull the shreds loose. Oh, how pretty is that? Oh, love it. And, of course, we need to put little sparkles, right? Get some sparkles on there. There we go. Oh, I'm going to move that one over a little bit. There we go. And there we have such a cute and quick little package tag. I really can see having a lot of fun with this kit. But just even if you follow the directions as is, it's gorgeous. So I'm going to clean everything up and we're going to take a look at what all we've done today. December 2024 Paper Pumpkin Notes from the Heart. Remember, we have 9 envelopes that we can decorate with the beautiful scalloped adhesive sticker to put on the front for writing. And then this kit, if you do it as intended, you will have 9 cards of three designs. This beautiful happy birthday card with the scalloped edges, a little bit of glittery stuff. And then this beautiful blackberry spray as a thank you card. And the Fern, Get Well Soon. Now, of course, actually these weren't the specific sentiments, but you can change things up if you want. They're your cards. You make what you need them for. So these 3 beautiful cards, along with card designs, along with the coordinating envelopes, comes in your kit for what, about $25, including your shipping and your tax. So you can get it pre-ordered 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, you know, if you want to send a present to somebody, like 3 months of Paper Pumpkin. Or you can just do what I do and have an ongoing subscription. And don't forget, you can use your add-on. You can purchase the add-on dies that are about $12, and then you can really go wild. Let's move these aside and see what else we did. So we had this fun fold, Lots of Love. Woo! I love a fun fold, and it just kind of steps everything up a bit. So this is really just exactly what the directions are, but we just cut an extra panel out of Blackberry Bliss paper, and we folded the card front back. And there you have it. Isn't that lovely? And there's ways to step that up, but we'll get into that another time. And then we had a front, kind of like a faux step card. There we go. It'll sit up like that. And this is a nice happy birthday card. Now I did emboss it with my evergreen embossing folder, and because I have it embossed, I didn't add any gems. But I think that's really nice. And remember, on these cards, we cut the vellum piece apart to kind of spread it out and get a little bit more of the vellum goodness. And then we did this beauty, cute fun fold. I love it, I love it. Just a little hello. And I guess I should have hit it with the bone folder. That's what happens when you don't crease with the bone folder. It doesn't stay quite folded. I'll go back and do that. Okay. And then we used the Merry Tags and More to make the tag, and we cut a couple little ferns, put the happy birthday on there, and here we've got a great tag for a little gift topper. So, oh, look at how much fun! These are beautiful. These are just beautiful. So if you like my cards, please give me a thumbs up and go ahead and click subscribe so you can come back and play again easily next month when the next paper pumpkin comes. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. And until next time, keep making the world a beautiful place. Bye now.